What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous freaking day. In today's video, we're gonna be lifting an old Chevy 2500 gas truck that already has 20-inch wheels on it, but you know, it just doesn't look right. So we have to lift it. We definitely have to lift it. And in order for us to lift it, we're definitely turning to our good buddies over at Rough Country with their 3-inch freaking lift for this truck specifically. And also, as you guys can see, we're going to be doing the Nerf bar install as well, which will be a separate video. This first video will be the lift kit video. Second video will be the Nerf bar video, which these things are pretty well made, pretty thick steel. They're probably going to hold up really, really well. You're probably wondering what's all that blue stuff on this truck. Well, that's to protect my customer. He actually has a business, and I don't want his number to be out there for everybody to freaking see and start calling him, bother him and stuff like that. So I decided to take the liberty to protect his identity by covering up his signs and stuff on his truck. But yeah, there you go, guys. Hope you're super excited to see what a 3-inch lift looks like on this truck. Right now it is stock freaking height. And we're gonna be getting to go up on it. If you guys don't know anything about Rough Country, we actually did a 6-inch lift on my Duramax here a while ago. We'll go over here and show you that. My Duramax dually diesel. Well, let's go on this side here. Let's get a good picture of it. But that is my Duramax dually with the Rough Country 6-inch lift on it. It looks spectacular. Definitely needs new tires and or bigger tires and wheels. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with her yet, but we're going to get there eventually. Hopefully before winter hits and we start getting some snow around here in Pennsylvania. But basically, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this kit. If you guys are interested in this kit, the Nerf bar part number for this kit okay. The Nerf bar part number for this kit is 8806. There's the part number. Screenshot that, pause the video, whatever you got to do, write it down. And that is, like I said, for the Nerf bars from Rough Country. And then we have the actual lift, which is this part number here. 3-inch lift kit for GMC, 01 to 10 GMC Chevy Silverado, but this is a 2000, but it will fit, obviously. It's a late 2000, it's probably more like a 2001, late 2000, but this will fit that kit, or that kit, this kit will fit this truck just fine. As you can see, this kit comes with everything you need, nuts and bolts, and shackles. You got your spacers in the rear, you have your upper control arms, you have shocks front and rear, obviously your other upper control arm, and then you also have these guys here, which we'll be installing on this truck as well. And I also have the tool from Rough Country to do this job, which is freaking awesome. I'm very happy about that. So let's start ripping this thing apart and start installing shit, because obviously nobody wants to hear talking. People want to hear work getting done. So let's make it happen, Captain. see, the first part of this lift kit is done, and that is the upper control arms and front shocks. And that's all neatly done and tie wrapped up out of the way. Everything's good to go. Yeah, so basically what I did with the adjustments for right now is I marked them and took them out from the original location. And then when I put the new upper control arm in from Rough Country, I just ended up putting them back in the same spot. Now, this is gonna need an alignment when it's done, which it will be getting as well. Next step is put the wheels back on the front, and then we gotta get this thing back up in the air because we're gonna be putting in our new torsion keys then, which is always gonna be a fun job to do. Very excited, can't wait. And then finally, after that's all done, we'll be installing our rear blocks, rear shackles, and new nuts, which is pretty simple to do. Anybody that's ever done suspension in the back of these trucks, it's pretty easy. Usually the front is where all the fun stuff happens. The back is kind of the boring stuff. So let's get these wheels on, let this thing back down on the ground and put the lift underneath of it, get it up in the air, guys. A little bit change of plans. I think what we're gonna do since the front's done is we're gonna go ahead and put our blocks in next in the back here. In between our leaf springs and our axle, which isn't going to be too hard to do. Just got to pull them 4 nuts off the bolts, got to pull the shocks off, which ain't too bad. And yeah, so we're gonna get that done. That'll be a quick little easy job. And then at that point, what we'll do is we'll end up go ahead and put the torsion keys in. Then that's what we'll do next. We'll do the rear first and then do the torsion keys last and adjust everything. Then we should be good to go. Well, the old shackle U-bolts are off. It didn't go as planned, obviously, because I'm dirtier than what I was when you see me last, because I had to cut every single freaking one of them off because these bolts were these nuts were literally welded, rust welded to the freaking shackle bolts here, as you can see, or U-bolts. Look at that. Unbelievable. I had to literally cut all of them, and then I used my heavy duty ratchet to basically, I cut like halfway through them and then twisted them the rest of the way off, and they all came off. Took like an hour and a half. Freaking sucked. But they're off. We're getting ready to lift the truck up in the back here and put the new blocks in. So let's get that finally done. All right, listen, I know what you guys are thinking, but I have everything under control here, everything. So if you guys can see, the blocks are in. The top hole of the block, so the pin goes in the bottom. The top hole is offset back towards the back of the vehicle. So yeah, so it's going to be a shorter piece of metal towards the back where the hole is compared to the front. That helps with the alignment of the drive shaft and everything. So we're going to go ahead and let this truck down very, very slowly while I'm basically trying to maneuver the rear axle back and forth in order to sit it on the blocks. So let's get this thing wrapped up. We're getting ready to put these torsion bar keys in the truck right now, and obviously we're going to need this little good old tool right here. This is Rough Country's torsion bar tool. As you guys can see, we'll put that hammer there. Really, really nice tool. It's going to work great. Here's my little top piece here. Grease before use. If you're looking for this tool, there's the part number, 1067. You can go ahead and get yourself the same tool off their website and be able to do torsion keys, which is a very nice thing to be able to have to do. So far, the truck's sitting really, really nice. You can definitely tell that there is a lift in the back now, obviously. Once we get the new lift torsion keys in and get that all situated, we'll bring the front up as well, and it'll be a nice little 3-inch lift on this truck. I am super excited to see what the thing looks like, and then also super excited to put on those running boards, those Nerf bars from Rough Country, to see what they look like as well. I think they're gonna look really, really good and complement the black wheels with the lift kit and the whole truck in general. So let's get rolling. Okay, in case anybody was wondering, which I'm sure you are, this is what the Rough Country tool looks like. Let me get out of the light here. As you can see, right up here is a pivot point that goes in the top, that little other metal piece, and then everything goes together. You put your key back in and your bolt, and then you loosen this all up and take it apart, and your torsion key is in. As you can see, our passenger side is in already. Our driver's side is in as well, and we're just getting ready to tighten everything up and let it loose and stuff. And then we're going to be doing the passenger side. So let's get it wrapped up, and then we'll start adjusting the front end and leveling it out to finish up this rough country 3-inch lift. I got the torsion keys in, so the front needs to go up just a hair. We're going to end up measuring the wheel well here, between the tire and the wheel well, maybe the rim and the rear wheel well, and make sure it's level all the way across. But man, that looks good. Man, that looks really good. I like that. It especially looks good with the 20-inch rims. Now it looks even better. Like before, with a stock lift and stock height with these 20-inch rims with 32-inch tall tires, it could look kind of weird. But I think he's going to be going with 33s here in the future, maybe, on these 20-inch rims, which would make this thing look really, 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 really nice. So let's level it out and keep moving along. But this is looking good. This is looking really, really good. Huge thanks to Rough Country for making such an awesome product. If you guys are interested in any of their products whatsoever, first link in the description below. Go check them guys out, man. They have some really, really nice products and the tools to help you install them as well. All right, guys. Holy smokes, everything's back together. Measured out the wheel wells. Are actually basically what I did, and I did this with my truck as well. Measure from the ground to the bottom of there. Just make sure both the fronts are even, and they're both even. And also do the same with the back. There's really not much you can do with the back as it per adjusting it, but when you turn the torsion keys up on each side of the front of the vehicle, the back will tilt and move a little bit as well. So we have about a 1/2 inch rake on the front, so it's going downhill about a 1/2 inch, which is totally okay and totally normal. And the wheel wells look almost identical in spacing without measuring them. But man, this thing looks good, guys. Man, look at this, man. That is a hell of a nice 3-inch lift. Like that is just freaking cool. That is just one nice 3-inch lift right there, guys. Not gonna lie. That's a hell of a product. Hell of a product. Very, very happy with the way this turned out. And I got dirt. I always got dirt on my freaking camera lens all the time. So next video is gonna be the Nerf bar install, which I'm gonna show you how to do that. And that's basically just drilling a few holes, bolting it up, and securing it and everything. It's not that hard of a job. It looks like it's not that hard of a job. I haven't done one yet, but we're gonna see here in the next video, hopefully. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing, and deuces, guys.